Welcome back to the KickNPost YouTube channel and podcast with your boy Amal, with your other boy Chris Perry. We on one for the Las Vegas Raiders. How you doing today, boss?
I'm good, and I just want to put some advice out there. If you have someone that you love, remind them that you love them every day, because they will leave you one day. And Emily, if you're watching this.
Whoa. They don't have to leave you. Some of us find love and lock it down.
You still my little baby. I love you, okay? And if you don't love me, for the other girls out there, hit up your boy. Hit up your boy.
Lord.
Let's get it. The Raiders. The Raiders.
Let's. I was about to say send her this clip, but never mind. Let's keep this.
My bad, bro. It's midnight,
You
bro.
can't do
Come
it.
on.
I thought you had it. Hey,
Come on.
I'm a
Late night hours.
Leanna.
You about to get naughty in 2 minutes.
Leanna Amore Thompson. I love you. Thank you for the support.
She in the other room. Go tell her,
I'm gonna
bruh.
tell her still, but she watched these videos too religiously.
I want you to go tell
So-
her, and then after that, I want you to show her.
I love you. Thank you for all the support and giving me time to work on all this stuff. Y'all see in the channel, I've been on there heavy, solo dolo.
she's a real one for that.
With my boy Chris. She been allowing me to kind of work on this thing, this passion I found. So, little bit of
That's real love.
little bit of showing love, because she been showing me love. She been supporting in more ways than one. So, I love you, baby. But moving into the Raiders' schedule,
Yes, sir.
they lose week 1. You disagree?
I got them starting out strong. Yeah, I got them with the week 1 Charger dub, shocking a lot of people because everyone's expecting the Chargers to come out the gate strong, just dominating, and I don't think it's going to just come out the gate like that, you know? It should,
But here's my flip.
but don't expect it.
But here's my flip.
Go ahead.
I got him winning the next 8.
Who, the Raiders?
Yeah. Who? The Raiders.
You're bugging, brother. So I'm going to break it down. You got them going 8 or
8
7
in a row.
1. I got them
No.
beating
8
the
and
Cardinals week 2. I got them beating the Titans
Yep.
week 3. And beating the Broncos week 4. I have a loss to the Chiefs week 5. So that's
I don't
what
think the Chiefs are going to be figured out yet. So
fair. Week 6 is a bye. Week 7, I got a dub. They play the Texans. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Week 8, I have an L against the Saints.
You a Saints believer?
You don't believe in the Saints?
nah. I think it's going to be fun to watch.
I mean,
but I don't
they
believe.
did just trade Chauncey, so that could be a factor now. Could be.
I got Green Bay highlights playing in the background, and you know why. You know why.
All I'm saying is the Saints still got your boo-boo. It still got he gonna eat the dub before the game.
Let's go. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W.
They got MT.
You talking
He should
Mr.
be
30
back.
for
His
30?
hammy should be fine by then.
You talking Mr. 30 for
They got
30?
They got Chris Olave.
I love Chris Olave.
Smooth as butter.
I do like Chris Olave.
Like, okay, this ain't a Saints video,
Nah.
but the Saints are good.
Yeah.
So, and then week 9, Jags, we know the deal with that. So, yeah.
And then Colts.
Colts, I got that as a dub as well.
Yeah.
So,
So you have like 2 losses in there.
that's correct, but not 8
I
in a
got
row.
8 in a row. I believe.
That's crazy.
Because that's how they're going to find
Like-
themselves with this record. Because the back end of the year is going to be shaky. It's the Raiders. So,
Yeah, I got a 4-game win streak and then a 2-game win streak, and you have 8 in a row.
I do.
Or 7
I have
in a row.
2 separate teams in this division winning 8 games in a row. I told you.
Yuck.
I believe it's going to be crazy. I told you.
I do too.
So we hop into
Me too.
the Broncos. They lose that game.
I got a big L. Yes, sir.
Seahawks, they win.
Yes, sir.
Chargers, they win.
Yes, sir.
Rams, they lose. You probably have them winning.
Yes, sir. I have the Rams winning that game.
Wait.
Yes.
What?
Crazy, right?
Wait.
Yeah.
So you agree with me?
I do.
We both have the Las Vegas Raiders
Yes, sir.
losing to the Rams.
Yeah, it's in the Rams Stadium,
Okay.
you know, whatever the name is called. But yeah,
SoFi. Stop playing.
SoFi.
You know it's SoFi.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
know
brother.
it's SoFi. Y'all was out there. Anyway,
I don't know.
they play the Pats. I got them beating the Pats. Funny enough,
All right,
I
so
almost changed
here's
this.
here's where you're gonna
I
yell at
almost
me. I have
no.
the Patriots
I'm not
winning.
gonna yell at you because when I was filling it out, this W on this paper, I'm gonna show the W on the paper. I can't show the W on your paper. Y'all can't read my
Okay.
handwriting.
Okay.
But I had them losing, and then I went back and cross-referenced it, and I had them winning the game. So I let my initial thoughts kind of play a factor. But I could see the Patriots winning this game. It's Josh McDaniels.
can too.
Am I wrong? Right? It's Josh McDaniels in Las Vegas.
There you go.
That's
Said it.
why. Bill just
Wild,
has a
right?
chokehold on his ex-assistants. It's kind of like Nick Saban and his ex-assistants. You know? He seems to just...
All my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait.
Or they go to Georgia State where tuition is handled by some random that live in Atlanta that she only see when she feels obligated. Okay, let's chill out. I don't need to give y'all the whole... I don't need to give y'all the whole thing. All right.
All right. Okay. So we got week 16 at Steelers. What you got?
I got the Raiders losing.
You got what?
I got the Raiders losing.
I got the Raiders winning that game.
I know, it's crazy, right? But I have the Steelers closing out the season with 4 wins to kind of keep their record respectable. And the Raiders are just unfortunately going into not even Heinz Field anymore. What's it called? Accusurance? Something ridiculous?
I couldn't even tell
right?
you, dog.
How you changed that one? That's so iconic. I know you're a Bengals fan, but Heinz Field is so iconic.
The lease was up.
I don't
Next
care.
man
It's
up,
just
man.
like
It's all
Staples
about
Center.
the money.
Granted,
All about
I
the
have my money in Crypto.com, so Crypto.com Arena isn't the worst thing. But Staples Center was iconic. Sometimes you just got to leave the iconic names.
It's facts.
But they're going to the Steelers' home, take a L,
Yes,
play
sir.
the Niners, take a W,
I got that as an L.
and then last week of the season play the Chiefs, and take an L, for a
That is
record
another L. Yes, sir.
of 12-5.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I have them going 10-7.
So, like I said in the first ever AFC West prediction, which again I don't know how Chris is going to give me these videos and how we're going to piece them together.
Wait. Can I ask a question
Go
real
ahead.
quick? So who wins the division?
I don't know. Is there a tiebreaker situation? I don't know because I have a lot of splits in here, but I have two
That's-
12-5
wow.
teams, which is the Chargers and the Raiders, and then I
Yeah.
have two 11-6 teams, which are the Broncos and the Chiefs. Which
Okay.
I said it from the jump when these moves were made. I'm not sure if it's on a podcast or on a video or just to some friends, but I'm going to say it here right now. I think this is the division that could have 4 playoff teams. If they play,
Is that possible?
I don't know if it is. If they play up to the potential, because you have 2 wild cards. You have 2 wild cards, right? Or is it
Yeah.
And then you have, I don't know. Is it? Is somebody going to miss the playoffs with an 11-6 record?
That's the thing. I don't know.
We have to look into that as a team.
Yeah, definitely gotta look into that.
But this was the division where I feel like somebody could miss the playoffs with a crazy record, or all 4 of them make it to the playoffs. I'm not sure if it's possible. But if all these teams play to their top potential with the talent they have on their team, with the coaching, which I feel like all these teams have pretty solid coaching now.
Yeah.
You know, McDaniels getting a second shot, probably in the right time to be a head coach. Obviously, Andy Reid. I don't remember the Chargers
GOAT.
head coach name, but it's not been the same guy of old. It's not Anthony Lynn, who was
Nah,
there
he's
way
gone.
too long. And then the Broncos. Who do the Broncos have right now? I feel like they have somebody who's past happy
Jack
too.
Del Rio?
No.
No, I'm joking.
I was like, no. Let's not. No.
You don't deserve that team.
Nah. But all 4 teams have pretty decent coaching. Great quarterbacks to lead them all.
Yes, sir.
Russell Wilson,
All.
Derek Carr, underrated. Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, right? This is the division of weapons. You got Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Davante Adams, who was on my screen just now, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, KJ Hamler, right? Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Travis Kelce, like offensive weapons to kill in this division. Should be the most fun division in football, and I couldn't see them
It will be.
losing too many games to out of division competition. So I was cool being like, you know what, all these teams gonna do it crazy. Now, for fantasy talk, for these Raider boys, Waller's injury makes me very hesitant in redraft.
What is his injury?
Hamstring, soft tissue injury, hamstring. He's trying to come
Okay.
back from it. In Dynasty, still give me all the shares of Waller. Don't say nothing, even though I won't trade with you. It's because I have a different tight end already. And Otto been trying to give me Waller plus for Kelsey.
Okay.
That's not happening. I'm trying to win the league. Anyway,
Yeah.
but still love Waller in Dynasty, and redraft him a little bit hesitant. Davante Adams is that boy, still. Love Davante
Top
Adams.
2.
Yeah.
He not 2.
Yeah, love Davante Adams. In redraft, in Dynasty, anywhere. In redraft, he's going second round, early second round. Depending on my strat, I'm willing to take him. In some leagues, he'll slip to the back end of the second round. I still love Davante Adams. He has enough continuity with a guy like Derek Carr for me not to care that he changed teams. Hunter Renfrow, huge discount. Still love the kid.
Huge.
Still love the kid.
Huge.
Still going to play a very good role for that team offensively. I'm all about Hunter Renfrow. Josh Jacobs, I'm a little bit hesitant on, but red zone efficiency should go up. They should be seeing the red zone more often, and he's pretty decent in the red zone. Offensive line sketchy. People are hyping up Zamir White. Everybody was worried about him playing in the Hall of Fame game, but he has not played a preseason game since the Hall of Fame game. That shows a lot.
True.
If you're the starter,
But they
you
did
get
just
the
cut
rest.
Kenyon Drake for him, though.
They did
So
cut
that
Kenyon
also
Drake as
says a
well,
lot.
who's now in Baltimore, which I wish we could go into that Baltimore situation. Redraft, you should be completely
it's
off
already
them
getting
running
ugly
backs.
again.
But let's stay on the Raiders. I'm okay with Josh Jacobs, especially the discount you're getting Josh Jacobs for. I was talking about the BDG bash in a different league. In a different video. I have Josh Jacobs in the BDG bash. I got him 9th round, I think. Sometimes the disrespect just goes too far.
9th round?
Yeah.
Who you drafting with, bruv?
I'm drafting with some sharps. If you look up David Klug on YouTube, he's on like 4 different fantasy shows. David Klug's in this league.
Oh. Okay.
He went like 0 RB. Took his first RB in round 7. It was Dobbins. He probably a little bit worried about week 1 now, but if he really,
that's a good gamble though. Like that might pay off later in the year.
that's what I'm
So I
saying.
can see
For
it.
the way the bash is set up, if you win the first 12 weeks, you go to like a secondary competition with a bunch of the top scoring teams in like all 50 leagues. So by the time, if he makes it to the bash, that's when Dobbins should really be picking up. So I see the strategy,
Facts.
but I was able to get Josh Jacobs mad late, so I had to hop on the opportunity. If you're able to get Josh Jacobs
sure.
mad late, hop on the opportunity. Derek Carr, the most disrespected quarterback with his type of production in fantasy. Superflex, one of my favorite targets. I have not been able to get him because I'm in a few leagues with guys who also love Derek Carr. But he is the guy who's going to probably put up 5,000 yards this season, and you'll be able to get him 4th and 5th round in Superflex. Love me some Derek Carr.
He's my dark horse for MVP.
Yeah, he is my dark horse for
he could get
MVP
it
as well.
done.
I like him a lot. And he has the weapons. He has 3 guys who could legitimately go for 1,000 yards this season.
Preach, brother, preach. Thank you.
Josh Jacobs, who's going to do decent work in the pass catching game. I can't, Amir Abdullah looks like Nebraska Amir Abdullah in preseason. So like,
I haven't seen him yet, so I'm not too sure.
go look up Nebraska highlights of Amir Abdullah.
Is he like that?
Bruh, he was like that coming out of Nebraska.
You know I like some highlights.
He
Don't play
was
with me.
like that coming out of
Don't
Nebraska.
toy
He's
with
been
me.
in the league for a minute now. It hasn't really panned out in multiple situations he's attempted to be in. He kind of lost his job in Minnesota to, you guessed it, like Dalvin Cook and them boys. Like or when he was in Detroit,
nice over there.
he didn't play well either, right? So like, he's had a rough career, but he's looked really good in preseason. And as a weapon, I feel like he could be utilized as such out there for Las Vegas. Don't target him in fantasy. I'm just talking real football now. But yeah, he will benefit a guy like Derek Carr's passing efficiency and yardage. So yeah, I'm a huge fan.
I'm gonna check that out after.
Yeah,
so
check it out.
I'll let you know.
Huge fan of the Las Vegas Raiders. Huge fan of the Las Vegas Raiders stack in fantasy. You could probably go
Yes,
Adams, 2nd round. Derek Carr, if it's a single QB, even way later. But if it's dual quarterback, you could go Derek Carr like 4th round, maybe 5th. And then you could stack a Josh Jacobs, maybe 6th round if you like him. If you don't like him, you could stack Hunter Renfrow even later. And then you get your little Las Vegas stack, and they're going to be throwing the ball a lot to keep into these games. So I'm with the Las Vegas boys. I like it.
Hey, I just sent you one of my fantasy lineups I drafted the other day.
Yeah.
Just open your phone.
I need to see it.
Open your
I need
phone.
to see it.
Open your phone.
Oh, Lord. How do I don't want to stop the video.
It's like that.
Read it out.
I'm gonna put it right
Read
here.
it out. Because if I hit it, I might stop the video. Read it out.
QB, Derek Carr.
Love that.
Running backs, Saquon Barkley, DeAndre Swift.
I love that.
Receivers, Jamar Chase, DJ Moore. Tight end, Darren Waller. 2 flex league, so I got Michael Thomas and Rashad Penny.
Michael Thomas, I'm a little bit worried about the injury, but you got him really late, I could tell.
Yep, had to. And then I got Harrison Butker as my kicker, baby. Talk to
Did you
me.
draft against the computer?
No.
Is this a
was
is this a 4-man league?
a keeper league. So my 3 keepers were Chase, Swift, and Barkley, and then I just drafted the rest.
Bruh, your team is looking pretty nice. Your team is
I'm
looking
now.
pretty
Come on.
nice.
Come on, no, that little stack. Come on.
I'm just loving the stack. I'm loving the stack.
Yeah.
So, invest. Honestly, you can invest in a bunch of AFC West stacks this year, but this is one of the cheaper
Easy money.
ones you can, and I'm loving what the return could be. And I feel like we're gonna come back after the season and look at all these AFC stacks and be like, fantasy was easy this year.
Yeah.
But on a closing note,
I mean,
this division is gonna be crazy. Got the Raiders 12-5. Chris got him 10-7.
yes, sir.
We keep going up with these win projection or win prediction videos.
Yes, sir.
Keep tuning into the channel.
We locked in, baby.
A lot of fantasy content coming out. I still got dynasty rosters to rank. I got BDGE Bash content coming out. I got probably a redraft league draft that I'm going to cover soon. I'm going to be setting all 22 of my lineups for week 1 on video soon. Because the boys in a ton of leagues.
Wait. How many?
I think I'm in 22.
You need help,
I'm in a
dog.
kicker
Why are
only
you in
league.
22?
That started
We'll talk about
drafting
this
today.
afterwards.
I'm in a kicker only league that started drafting today.
Okay.
You heard that right.
Did you?
Kickers only. I start 4 kickers.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
the
we're
whole
gonna
league.
get you some help, dog. We're gonna get you some help.
That's the. It's fun though. Like watching missed field goals actually means something now, because I'm in a kickers only league where it's like negative 30 points if they miss. But anyway, we'll have a whole video talking about my fantasy. As Chris is calling it addiction, but you don't know nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be me and you sitting at a round table with all your loved ones. like Amal, this isn't the
Nah,
way
I really
to
do
happiness.
this.
Like,
It's a business. If I win one
it's
league,
a business.
takes care of all of it. Some of these leagues are just
You hear
free.
yourself?
It's business.
Oh my gosh.
It's a side hustle.
Bro, I'm in like 9 leagues and I'm having headaches every day. Like, you in 22?
I cut down. The first year I started playing fantasy, I was in like 30 to 35 leagues, and I was just trying everything. I was in one that was lowest score of that week. The whole team gets eliminated, and then you could pick up the players off waivers. It's called a Vampire
Okay.
League. That thing was
All right,
fun.
that's fair.
But I backed out of that one because I was like, I'm not even gonna really take that one seriously.
Yeah.
I was in a whole
More of
bunch
like an
of
arcade
stuff.
mode.
Yeah, I was in a whole bunch of stuff, but now I'm kind of like trimming the fat, going after some chips this year. And I also need the leagues for some content. I got to be able to read how real people draft.
That's true.
I can't just be like,
Okay.
oh, let me go based on ADP on websites. Some people just be capping. I want to see how people really draft, how people really value these players, especially in Dynasty. And sometimes I got to be the guinea pig in these leagues to see how people are valuing stuff.
That's true.
That's-
I'll give you that one.
You know, it's a
Still got a problem, but I'll give you that one.
it's a business. But to close us out, thank y'all for watching the Kick and Post YouTube channel or on the podcast. We've been trying to go up on the podcast lately. Me and Dave just posted a 2022 rookie outlook for fantasy on the podcast.
Okay.
Lots of good
Should be
content
nice.
in there. Just
Hell yeah, I'm about to check
yeah,
that out myself.
Yeah, just, a little hour-long conversation with Dave. We talked about offensive rookies, how we feel like they'll affect the team this year. It's a good listen. That just went
It's
up on the
good stuff.
podcast. And, of course, all of these are also on the podcast. So if you're driving on the road, can't really look at me and Chris's face, throw us up on the podcast for all your win projections as well. We're going to keep getting to it. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.